Game 3 of Shaft versus 3X. Winner moves on. Winner moves on to finals. Loser goes down and has to play their way back. For 3X, Ledge Gearing, Gdansk, Daring, Ledge Des Moines, Petro, San Martin, and Double Vermont. For the side of Shaft, we've got Gdansk, Delny, Ledge Gearing, Ledge Des Moines, Ledge Petro, Stalingrad, San Martin, Montana, and Vermont. So once again, similar teams for both sides. We have a little bit of difference there in the Montana versus the second Vermont. San Martin's balanced, Des Moines balanced, Petro for both teams, then it's Des Moines versus Stalingrad, Gearing, Gdansk balanced, and then that Daring, Delny mix again. So we'll see how they go. And so, as we watch here and we see the split, we're going to see 3X going for the push onto... we're going to see 3X going for the push here into B, unlike the side of... Pardon me. Unlike the side of Shaft. Shaft, Delny, Gdansk. Do I have the... Nope, Shaft is running the Delny this time. Okay. Shaft with the Delny Gdansk heading quick to A versus the Gdansk Gearing Des Moines. Stalingrad, San Martin heading out to follow them. Meanwhile, Gearing, Des Moines heading to C. Des Moines going to be on the island for the side of 3X to block B. Watch that Petro, though. That Petro is going to be a pain in the butt to dislodge. Yeah, that Petro is going to be a pain in butt to dislodge. So Delny gets in. To A. Now we're going to see a fight break out here in a second. Delny already spotted. Gdansk going to pop the smoke. They see the other Gdansk. First radar comes in. And now comes the fight. And this is going to be a knife fight. Striver taking a lot of damage early on. Though he is now undetected. Oh! And Vile! Double torpedo! Vile goes down to Medzuko. Medzuko gets him not once but twice. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely brutal. Shaft. Not once, but twice. With an early damage. And kill. And so now 3X, you're down a DD, you're down 100 points, and you've lost. The worst part of that, honestly, is that you lost your smoke. You can no longer smoke up the Des Moines. The Gdansk is at 12. I mean, you can use Gdansk smoke, but you don't have the legendary Harrow smoke. And so now 3X on the back foot. And so 3X looking for the response, and there's just right now, I mean, that's helped 16King the Stalingrad of Dino, with your Vermont, but you've lost your chance at A. C is being taken by the gearing of Vert. You're going into B, but you got a Petro. Petro's already used the radar. So they're just going to shove him straight into the island because they know they can for the moment. But man, that is a brutal, brutal early play to take if you're the side of 3X. And so the full challenge of that now is the Delny and San Martin know they can just back up towards the cap. Gdansk and Des Moines can't stop them nearly as effectively. You can see the Gdansk and Stalingrad. Stalingrad already looking over to the Des Moines. Gdansk moving over there because they don't need to over here at A. They've got a San Martin radar. And they got a Stalingrad radar. And so now B's going to be contested. The points lead sitting at just 100. Health lead 60. But Shaft, this is their game to lose right now because of that early DD kill. Absolutely their game to lose right now. And you can see, like, look at how they've positioned themselves. Just a straight line across here. The Stalingrad has to be careful, admittedly, of the Des Moines. Because Des Moines is going to be able to do some work. But the Des Moines being spotted by the Delny means Kinnymod's in danger. And so now B starts getting taken. The Des Moines radar, the only thing you have to open fire is the Daring. The Daring will smoke up. Gdansk will start to retreat out. He is going to take some damage here between Blood Legend and the Daring. 1K to start. There's a second K. Third, fourth, fifth K. Daring doing some nice work, but he'll just dive out of there. Shots from Blood Legend are in. They get him for 10K, so they get a really nice hit. Des Moines, shots are in on the Des Moines. Oh, and they get him for 13K. Instant DCP popped, because they want to make sure that he can keep lacing fire onto the Montana. Petro of no name also takes a chunk. Now, you can see the push starting to happen. So the Des Moines gearing moving up over here. That's going to wrest control away on C. San Martin will be able to stop it for a while. But Blood Legend starts to get put into a position of what do you do? Vermont of Gassando able to move right back over and initiate. Kinnymod now spotted. San Martin and Delny open up on him. And so San Martin has to watch the Vermont shots. Vermont shots come in, takes 12K. And now Kinnymod forced out. Down to under 30K. Heal being used. Watch the shot out here from the Stalingrad. Only gets one gun across. Kinnymod in danger, though, of going down here. Shots from the Montana coming in from way downtown. Not going to hit. Kinney continues to dodge away. Down to 19,000. Gonna get himself dark here in a second. There's the dark, but he gets put on fire right at the end, and that's brutal. You think you're dark, and then the fire comes in, and that's another 15 seconds of spotting. Here come Vermont shots out onto the San Martin. And that got Kinnymod down to 15K. Shots on Kimmy don't do anything. Kinney does get himself dark finally. He has to use the DCP, though. And so we see this health lead at 50k, and we talked about this. So the gearing Des Moines out here on the edge. Des Moines just going to sit in smoke and start to farm Blood Legend. Blood Legend, if he's not careful, just gets absolutely killed there. Gearing continues to force San Martin to the corner, and if he starts to back up, Des Moines will just do work. Vermont doesn't have a radar, or Petro doesn't have a radar. Delny starts to open up on the Vermont. Vermont takes the fire. Delny at 22,000, remember, he can heal this, and now it's a 2-cap advantage for the side of Shaft. So that lead starts to rapidly build. Daring spots these torps, he should be safe. He'll swing through the gap, but I'm looking for the entry point, and I'm not seeing it right now. You're in major danger here today. Your Des Moines has been hurt. Your Vermont has been hurt. And let's... Sorry for the camera turn. Your Des Moines down to 21,000, healing to maybe 33,000. Your Petro has been hurt. Your Vermont is moving. Avel Snackman is moving forward. But that just means that you're going to see the Des Moines and Vert retreat. And Gearing's going to have smoke up fairly soon. San Martin moves in. Shots will miss. But yeah, so they'll move the Vermont of El Snackman in. But if you're Shaft at this point, like I said, I mean... You're feeling really happy with positioning. I mean, you've got Shriver low. You've got Kinnymod low. You've got the Vermont out on the flank, and you can see the DDs starting to move. And here come the shots in onto the Vermont. Vermont's never going to take that. Oh, my goodness. Vermont's never going to take that cap. Ooh. Gets a gun broken. Down to 65k. And watch for the Gearing. Gearing pops the smoke. And Des Moines will just sit there and start to farm the Vermont down. Now, he is spotted briefly, and he's got to watch out. The San Martin's here. Des Moines of Zill actually in danger because of that San Martin radar coming. Vermont will dodge the torps. But that heal... Oh, and there's the spot. He gets himself dark again. But he's running out of room. Oh, and here come shots. Only down to 39k. He gets really lucky, but... There comes the San Martin. And Zill may have bitten off more than he can chew here. He's going to angle. They're trying to get the damage onto Snackman. Here come shots from the Vermont on a broadside. Oh, and he gets deleted. Snackman gets his revenge on a Des Moines this time. He says, not 2 games in a row, Zill. You're not going to do that to me 2 games in a row. Problem is still the amount of damage that Snackman has taken. You're not back into C yet. You're down by 80 points in 2 caps. You're going to quite possibly lose your Vermont here, even with the heal. He's down to 5,000. And there he goes. Deepest Dungeon from downtown gets the finish. And so now, Petrol Radar, they'll see what's going into C. And Gasando's just going to move forward. And even though they're going to lose the cap, it's only going to barely put it in favor of the side of 3X. And so it puts it in the side of 3X by 3 seconds, but still very much Shaft favored. Health. Kinnymod using his final heal, maxing out to 21k, just does not feel good. Petro moves forward. They'll spot, and he's just going to move in and say, hey, I'll chunk you. And faster motion barely dodges the torp. But Petro's going to be able to sit there and take this as a 1v1, and as soon as he sits in there, he doesn't even need to sit in there for permanently. 7k off the Montana. He just needs to sit in there long enough to deny it. And so he denies it for even just about 30 seconds in its game where they need kills.
Our time runs short. Only 5 minutes remain.
Shots in on the San Martin. He's getting hits, but he's not getting big ones. The cap, like I said, they will not take the cap. But you can see, as soon as this hits, this is just about to change over. Even if he were to back out. And Flashbang Baby spotted down to 13,000. Shells in on the Vermont of Gassando. Gassando is very aggressively positioned right now. And there's the official tick over. You can see now, even if they back out, it won't be enough. They need a kill now for the side of 3X. With 4.5 minutes left, Shaft in control. Looking to close this one out. Vermont will dodge the Torps. Montana forward. Now, the only danger is your battleships are sitting in mid. In a position where they can take a lot of damage here. And you don't have a radar besides the Petra on this side of the map. Your San Martin's sitting at A to defend it, but A is not the contest point. The contest point right now is B and C. There's nothing getting into A for the foreseeable future. And you're losing your Montana to a lot of damage right now. This is what I talked about. Gearing continues to dump torps towards the Petro. Petro will take one, it looks like. He's going to try to go forward in time, but I don't know if he will. Looks like he won't. He'll take it. Down to 37k. That is a big grab to balance that out. Vermont moves over to try to assist on the San Martin. Montana has used the DCP and the heal. He's running for his life right now. They're saying, we don't need B, we just need to keep sitting here, because it's 2:56 and we win in a minute 43. Petro does have one more heal in 47 seconds. I'm surprised that the San Martin hasn't used... Oh, he has used one, he just doesn't have another up yet. They'll put the radar out. That'll spot the Gdansk and Daring coming in. And the Des Moines. It's a lot of information from that no-name radar right now. And actually, that also lets Medzuko open up on the Daring, because the Daring spotted. That'll allow him to try to chip away a little bit more health. You can see the Vermont pushing in because they know they need to now. Question is it too little, too late? And here comes the Des Moines. He's going to look for Kinney. Downey of Eobard also in danger here. And it's the fight. It's coming down to these last 50 seconds. They're going to try to get into A, stop the time, but that by itself will not be enough at this point, ladies and gentlemen. The Vermont still got some room to go before he gets there. He does have a DCP ready. It looks like he's going to take... No, the Torps run out. And they know what his plan is. Did he wait too long, though? Petro takes another Torp. Petro takes 2 Torps. Des Moines moving up on the back of No Name. They're trying, but just 23 seconds left. Vermont does not get into the cap in time. It comes down to this Des Moines push. And I don't think the Des Moines push by itself is enough, ladies and gentlemen. Vermont getting absolutely hammered here. Shells out from the Montana. And he's got Torps coming in on him. 10 seconds left. I don't even think the Des Moines will make it around, ladies and gentlemen. Silverblade gonna take the Torps. He's gonna go down, ladies and gentlemen, and that will do it. Your winner, knocking 3X down to the losers bracket in a 2-game reverse sweep after losing the first one, is the team of Shaft. What an absolute series. What an absolute series there.